Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rekha and in this session we will discuss about uses of Java and how to install JDK, how to set up and execution of the first program, that is Java Hello World program we are going to see today. So, before starting with uses, let me just tell you recap what we have learned in our first session. That is the core Java, which we are discussing in the sessions series of Java which I have brought. Here in this Java, core Java gives you programming language to build program your own programs, and then execution is done on the platform. So that means it gives you programming language and a platform also. This we have seen. And in coming to the advanced Java, what we are going to have in that is web application development. We can also have framework and the implementations, which we will see in our future sessions. So now the core Java gives you the keywords and how to, the way of running the code. It tells you about the OOPS concept, the very important features that we will discuss in the coming videos. And then you have to learn in Java. So what you have to learn in Java is the syntax, the basic constructs, we like for loop, while loop, how to check for the conditions and add two numbers, that we are going to see. And the concepts of OOPS, how to think based on the objects, how to use inheritance, polymorphism, etc. So this is the way to object the way object works and the relationship. So how to work with files, database and multi-threading. So all this comes under core Java, and it is not only dealing with programming language. Web applications are also come under technology. So that means Java provides you technology. It is also a technology. So where it works on servlets, work on framework like Spring and Hibernate, etc. So that all comes under advanced concept. So let's get started with the users first. So see, the starting from commerce to Android applications, then from scientific applications to financial applications like these. And so this is the broader uses where it is used in real world. This is very important, and all secure websites today using Java. It's big for financial services, and along with mobile applications like Android phones using Java. It is also being used by the software tools to develop, to program, and having said that, it is also the main, it is used for governments, healthcare, insurance, defense departments, educational departments. Everywhere you can see their own web application which is built in Java. So, so this is all about users. So very important how it is being used in real world. So that's a thing. And now coming to setting up the path. So there are two ways. First, we will install Java on our machine by using Google. You can have a search and you can take it from directly from the Oracle website, main website. You can install JDK 14. I have used 14, and so first after installing, you need to set the path, temporary or permanent. If it is if you are writing a code within the bin directory, it will be fine, no need of setting up. But suppose your folder is somewhere else in the directory and you want to execute the program, so that means you have to set the path for the complete directory for the folders. So for that you need permanent. And how to set the path on Windows, it is by opening the command prompt, then copy the path. So you can just follow this. This is for temporary, but I would recommend to go for permanent setting the path. So these are this is what. So let me show you how it is done. So first we'll go with the environment variables. So see, you can go to control panel. Here you can see the environment variables. Click on that and you can see the path for the user variables. This you have to edit if it is not there. If it is there, you have to just go with the new. Here you can click on the new folder and new this, and you can write the path. See, I have mentioned the path here, C program files, and this one, C program files Java JDK 14 I have installed, so till bin directory. That means you have to go till here. This is the class path. You have to just copy it and paste it over here, and then just say OK. And one more thing I want to add, along with user variables, I would say that you should also put a Java underscore home as a system variable, and value is the same path you can add just by saying new, and you can give this one also. So this is how we can set the path. This is permanent setting of the path. And now for the next one, it is this one is over. Now coming back to platform independent. So platform independent language, why it is called? Because it has Java compiler that compiles and converts the Java programs into class file. This is very important. So we are writing a source code and it is compiled by compiler getting class file, that is bytecode, and which is the intermediate language between the source code and your operating system machine language, machine code. So Java interpreter is provided by the JVM, which translate the bytecode into machine code. So this is the reason why we say that we can write the Java code once and can run anywhere. So before this, this is the diagram which we will follow. We will write a program here, demo.java. Here, for example, abc.java. This is the source code. Then we will compile it with the tool Java C compiler, and then internally it will compile. If no error is there, it will give you a class file, that is the bytecode, which is being understood, which is actually which will run or executed in the interpreter, that is JVM, which will interpret these bytecodes to the machine language, to the corresponding JVM of the Windows, which is the operating system, whether it is Windows, Linux or Macintosh, any operating system, but they will have their corresponding interpreter. So here it is dependent, but when you look at the source code, when you just you have a class file, you can run on Windows, you can run on Linux, everywhere. The only requirement is JVM. So if JVM is here, then you can run the same class file, no need to write again, you have to just run it. So this is the easiness of Java. And so let's start with the program here. So this is the program I have written here, coded. Now this is the first program. Let's execute it on command prompt. So open the command prompt, go to your directory, just give a second. Yes, now you can run the program Java C. This is the way to run the program. Just write the Java C. I think I've missed A here. Yes, and the last A. Yes, this is how, and see no error. So it is it has given the compiled program. Now Java, the program name, demo is the program name. Just run it. See, we got hello world here. So this is the first program, and this is how to set up the program and how to run the program. Thank you for watching, and hope you liked it, and shall appreciate if you can comment below. Thank you. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.